comes back. But again, I just feel like do whatever you truly love and just follow what you love.
Yeah, it's funny because I think I noticed when I first started decorating my house, I love the color purple, but there wasn't a lot of purple. And this is probably back in 2008, 2009. And I
Hmm.
was only able to find a couple of purple accents. But I
Yeah.
certainly have noticed over the years, there's a lot more purple furniture out there. And I
Yeah.
recently had to look out for some purple wallpaper and was able to find quite a good selection of purple wallpaper. So it's interesting to me that not only are the neutral colors for paint changing, but the accent colors for
Yeah.
furniture and wallpaper is also changing too.
Absolutely. And actually, speaking of wallpaper, wallpaper is huge right now. It's gotten a bad rap, right? Like it's not like it used to be. It's easy to actually install and it's easier to remove afterwards. So I'm really excited because I have a client right now who we're going to do an accent wall with a wallpaper in her nursery.
Yeah.
And so I think there are so many beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wallpaper options available right now.
Yeah,
And you
there
can go
are.
really boutique or you can even just go to Walmart and get something really affordable. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So then in terms of sort of the, we've talked about the neutral color trends. What about the accent color trends? Because as I mentioned, it seems like purple now, it's everybody, there's lots of accent colors of purple, but I'm starting to notice sort of teals and oranges popping up. Or are you kind of noticing that or any other colors as well?
I am noticing that, but what other thing I'm noticing is metallics and like gold. Gold is huge right now. So, there was a period of time where like nobody would look or ever consider putting gold hardware on their cabinets, right?
Yeah.
Now gold is really, really in. I'm like absolutely obsessed with gold. But I mean, obviously it's like anything. It's like moderation, right? Don't go crazy. You don't want to vomit gold in your living room. But yeah, and also mixing and matching metallics as well, which a lot of people used to feel that was like a no-no, like a faux pas, but you can really beautifully incorporate golds and silvers in a room as well. So I think that's a big one right now for me that I've noticed more than a color specifically, but more these metallics and these golds.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then sort of in your travels, I mean, you were talking about Pinterest and your Pinterest board, and I'm ashamed to say it, but I couldn't figure out how to make the Pinterest thing work. So I don't actually have a ton of Pinterest boards right now, but where would you say that you're getting a lot of your inspiration from online? Like, are you flipping through pictures on House? Where are you going for your online inspiration for interiors?
Definitely house, also very much Pinterest. I'm loving like house and home, style at home. I was watching a whole bunch of videos where, I think it was their editor or something. I watched a video yesterday where they just take you on a tour, a before and after tour of like people's homes and whatnot, or decorators who have done clients' homes. And I find that to be a really great source of inspiration because they talk through the reasons why they are doing things,
Yeah.
which I think can be really helpful also for a homeowner to be able to kind of get an understanding of why, the why behind the selections that can be made. So,
Right.
but yeah, for me, it's definitely Pinterest, house, and I'm just loving house and home and style at home. And they're also doing a lot of Facebook Live stuff. So the other day, I think this might have been House and Home. They were having an event and they had a bunch of designers there. So they did a Facebook Live where for about 15, 20 minutes, they just interviewed a slew of designers where the people viewing could ask questions. So I think for listeners, that's a really great place to kind of get questions asked, and answered and really, again, understand the why behind the decisions and, the stuff that's happening as far as the decorating.
Perfect. That sounds awesome. Thanks a lot, Michelle. Now, in
Yeah.
terms of places, your favorite places to shop for sort of furniture and accessories in Toronto, I mean, I'm always sort of telling clients, these are the stores that I like and sort of just, I'm not an interior designer, but just sort of giving basically places where I've bought my furniture from that I love. I mean, you had mentioned that you love the mid-century modern look, and I was able to recently get a couple of pieces that it's called Queen West Antiques.
I saw that you posted that in my Facebook group and I'm totally going to check that out.
Yeah, a friend of mine had told me about the store, and when I hear the word antique, I really shy away. I was like, ugh, gross. I don't want to shop there.
Yeah.
But I know that this particular friend of mine is super stylish, so I thought, okay, you know what? If she's telling me to go there, let me go. And I
Hmm.
went and I was shocked because it's a lot of redone furniture in the mid-century modern taste, and you can actually negotiate the price too.
Love that.
So I love that. Are there other places, other gems that you find in the city that you get a lot of stuff from?
Absolutely. My new favorite is called Ellen Eve. It's a consignment store. So I went in here. So I was working on an office for a client and I needed a desk lamp. And this was my first time stepping foot into this store. I think I just Googled. I don't know where I found them, but I literally stepped foot and like not even 5 feet from the door was the lamp. And it was the lamp. It was amazing. I loved it. I posted it on my Facebook and like people went crazy for it. And I literally wanted to keep it for myself. But anyways, this store is massive. It's this huge like warehouse like, I guess, retail store, whatever you want to call it. And it's very much, I guess you call it, I like to call it vintage as opposed to antique because I get what you're saying on that. I don't love the word antique either because it makes you feel like my grandmother's stuff, you know? But this store has got lots of awesome stuff for like a steal. So mid-century modern, other mix and match of different styles. But what it is, and maybe this is how all consignment works, but they basically list a series of prices and dates associated with them. So if I come in today and it's April and it costs $100 for this lamp, it might tell me that in 2 months, it'll be $80. And then the price continues to go down based on how long it sits there. So you can actually, wild. I know it's amazing. I left with like, I don't even know, like probably like 6 different items, like really unique pieces. And I spent like $50. It was amazing. And the best part was the lady on the sale, and I wish I remembered her name. I actually wrote a blog about them because they're amazing. The lady who was working was awesome and kind of made the experience that much better for me. I would get excited, and I swear she was just as excited every time I found something. It was as if like she was finding it for the first time too. It was the best. It was a really unique experience. So that's a great place.
And sorry, say that. What's it called again? That store?
Elle and Eve. So I think the thing is I wanted to have their website so I could actually give you a website, but I feel like maybe they got hacked.
What street are they on?
Okay, let me just take a quick Google here.
What part of town are they in?
It's like York, so it's Samort Road. It's kind of like off Dufferin-ish. I'm not great at directions in Toronto. I'm still newish to Toronto, even though I really can't say that, but I don't know my way around Toronto very well. But it's 50 Samort Road. Samor. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I think that's in the design and decor neighborhood. It's
and it's got like a rug store right behind it, or sorry, right beside it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Castlefield West, Castlefield and Dufferin, Caledonia-ish.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the design and decor neighborhood. It's a great place to go shopping. That's amazing.
Yeah, and I'm still like I said, I'm still getting to know Toronto, so I don't know. I get anywhere with my GPS, so that's how I get places. But yeah, so another great place is called Guff, which is in East Toronto on Queen Street. And they have amazing mid-century modern furniture. Like if you need a credenza, go to Guff. They're going to have an amazing credenza because they've got so many options, cool art, cool accessories, and affordable prices as well.
Awesome.
Another one I love is Black Rooster Decor now. I wouldn't call it affordable, but it's also Queen East, and they have really gorgeous, unique pieces, lights, art, accessories, all that good stuff. Really, really gorgeous. Another place that I love, which is not like specific to Toronto, is StrucTube. I love it because it's Canadian. We always love that. And it's affordable. It's kind of like tier up from IKEA, I would say. So they have really like their furniture's quality. They have great prices, super modern, not super modern, but it's modern, and they always have sales. And then, I'm pretty pumped that H&M Home finally opened in Canada in Toronto or in the Eaton Center. So that's a great place to hit up too.
H&M Home?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know about that. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's great. I honestly, their home section isn't even in that big, but I literally could spend 2 hours there. They have really awesome pillows for super affordable prices. So what you can do, you can buy the pillowcase. So if you have a pillow that you want to just refresh, you can just go buy a cover from H&M. You can do this at IKEA too, but from H&M, and you can just stuff your old pillow with a new cover, and you have a new pillow for like $6.
Cool.
It's great. Yeah.
That's
great.
Awesome.
Yeah, I definitely recommend hitting up H&M Home. Lots of affordable accessories there.
Awesome. And what part of town do you live in the city?
I'm in East York.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Are you an owner or a renter? I always like to ask my the people that I'm interviewing, what's your situation? How do you sort of come into real estate? So yeah, do you own or do you rent?
We own. So we bought our house about, I want to say it was 3 years ago. And then
Yeah.
I owned previously before that a condo in Mississauga as well. So I lived there for a little bit and then I met my man here in Toronto. So I ended up moving to Toronto. We basically rented for probably 3 years together and while we saved up money to buy
Right.
a house in Toronto.
Awesome. That's great. And so what do you
Yeah.
love about owning your own home versus renting?
Well, I love that it's money back into my own pocket, obviously.
Yeah.
That was a big one. Okay. And also, I don't know if everybody's getting these letters from, is it the city? I don't know who's sending it. I don't remember, but we just got a letter in the mail that basically told us what our house was worth currently today.
Yes. I got the same letter.
Yeah, we did a little dance. It was a good day. So yeah, we were pretty pumped with that. So, things like that always makes you feel really validated in your decision.
Right.
But it's also really awesome, obviously, as a decorator. I like that I can really make a home that reflects me. And when you own your home, you can really make those changes that you don't have to worry about, if it's a rental, painting it back to the original color, or if you do wallpaper, you can do a reno if you need to. So it's really nice to be able to make a home that really truly reflects me and my partner. And obviously it helps appreciate the home as well. So yeah.
Awesome. That's
been
great.
awesome. We love our home. Yeah.
That's perfect. Well, Michelle, thank you so much for joining us today. This has been great. Where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me at michellebinette.com. So you can find inspiration. You can learn about workshops that I might be hosting or about my services. But what I would love to do is actually invite your listeners to my free Facebook group. So it's called Dream Homies. And it's basically just a virtual community where people can, share ideas, ask for advice. And I'm always in there responding to people's questions. And it's just a great place to collaborate with people who are like-minded, trying to create a home that they love. So to get access to that, you can just go to dreamhomies.com.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Michelle, for joining us today. Really appreciate it. Thanks, everyone, for joining us for Toronto Real Estate Market Insights. And you can reach out to me at deval@bosleyrealestate.com or on Twitter at Deval Morrison. Thanks so much for joining us. Bye.
You've been listening to The Morrison Report. Hosted by Deval Morrison, sales representative for Bosley Real Estate Limited Brokerage, real estate investor and best-selling author, bringing you insights on the Toronto real estate market. Join us for another podcast.